You've tried out all of the different procrastination strategies and yet none of them worked. In this video, I want to reveal the true deep cause of procrastination and what you can do to fix it. I used to procrastinate all the time. I would try to find all of these different strategies and I would try them, but they never worked for me. I tried out hundreds of strategies, genuinely hundreds, trying to just stop it and get it to work. But it never did. It never worked out for me. And I was honestly ready to give up until I read the book Psycho-Cybernetics. This book taught me about self-image, and when I changed my self-image, I finally was able to take action so easily that you honestly won't even believe it. Your brain has two modes. You have your manual mode where you're actively thinking and doing stuff, and you have your automatic brain, which is all of the stuff that you don't think about, like habits and all of that stuff. When you try to take action actively, you're in your manual mode. This is the mode right now that you're in, trying to stop procrastinating. You want to stop procrastinating. That's your goal. You're trying to get to it, but you still can't do it. And it's because your automatic brain is against you. Your automatic brain acts according to your self-image. And your self-image is just how you see yourself. Just as the smoker sees himself as a smoker and the video gamer sees himself as the video gamer, you see yourself as an image of yourself. It might not be exactly you, but it's just what you see yourself as. And your automatic brain uses that to take action. So subconsciously, right down in the very deep bottoms of your brain, I think you might be associating with the identity of a procrastinator. You might be thinking that, oh, I just always procrastinate, or, oh, I just can't seem to start stuff. Those little phrases are clues. Or even if you don't say anything out loud, you might subconsciously believe it. And when you believe that you're a procrastinator, no matter how hard you try, you're just fighting yourself. You're always going to be pulled back because you can't be actively thinking all the time. You're always going to be eventually coming to a point where you become an NPC, where you're just not thinking, you're just alive. And in those moments is when you sabotage yourself. With a procrastinator's identity, no matter how hard you try and how much you want to fight it, it's always an uphill battle. You can't win against yourself. You can only change yourself. And this is what I want to do. I want to give you 2 quick and easy steps that you can do right now to slowly but surely change your self-image into that of an action taker. Number 1, proof. When you start doing something, you start to believe that you're the kind of person who does that. When you start smoking, you might not start at first, but you'll slowly believe that you are a smoker. But we can actually use this to our advantage. Every time you take action, even if it's just a little itty bitty thing, like getting off the couch, those little things add up over time. If you start believing that I'm the kind of guy who always gets off the couch, then that will transfer over to other areas of your life. Even if it's just that one small thing. And so the goal of this single step is to just get as much proof as possible, even little things. Honestly, even just walking for a minute, 30 seconds, or even taking out the trash, some small stuff like that will add up over time. It's just proof to yourself that you are different. Now, this single step by itself will work, but it's going to be really slow. And so this is where the next step comes in. Number 2, affirmations. Affirmations are the things that you tell yourself. So it could be something like, oh, I procrastinate, or oh, I'm lazy, I'm not good with time. Those sentences and stuff that you say to yourself, make yourself believe those things. And so the goal of this step is to do the opposite. You're going to be telling yourself, I take action, I don't procrastinate, stuff like that. And even though it feels like you're lying to yourself, because honestly, you are lying to yourself until you start believing it, and then you're not lying to yourself. It feels really weird, but you have to lie to yourself so that it doesn't become a lie. And you could maybe try to argue with me on this one, but I promise you, this worked for me. It might not work for you, but at the end of the day, you can either stay where you are now, or you can try something out and see if it works. Visualizations work as well. You could imagine yourself in the future taking action, waking up early, and actually getting stuff done. It sounds so cringy, honestly, it does. But the goal here is to just become someone who takes action. No one has to know. You can literally just say this all in your head, and nobody has to know. As long as you actually change your life, who cares? This is all on you, and it will work. I've talked to people, and the more you actually believe that you take action, the more you actually do it. As a quick recap, we covered self-image and how it affects you in procrastination. And the 2 steps that I covered was having proof to yourself that you don't procrastinate, and affirmations, essentially lying to yourself that you don't procrastinate. Slowly but surely, you're gonna have to rewire your brain to change it so that you stop procrastinating. Because really, that's what you're doing. You have to rewire your brain because your current brain is making you procrastinate. And so you have to change it. And you change it by changing your self-image. If you're interested in personalized one-on-one help with procrastination, I offer procrastination coaching. If you want to see if you're a right fit for it, check the description.